All right, I've got my spool set up here, and I'm actually very, very satisfied with how well it's working. Um, the stand is a little trouble to set up down there, so I think I'm going to move the stand up top here. But other than that, it's actually working great. I might just put another spool wall mount right up there, because that one worked out way better than I thought it would. Also, I've been designing this. This is the new simple spool holder design that I've been working on, and I need to make a mirrored version of that. But this is actually working better and better. Like, I had some issues with it earlier where it was like pulling against the spool, but that kind of went away when I printed some new versions of these. The problem was I had like a PETG ball here, and that was too slippery. So make sure you use PLA for that, especially something rough like Amazon Basics. It's got a nice matte finish. And this one is the oldest one, and it's working great. You can see I put a little bit of graphite on there to quiet it down because it was making like farting sounds. And it's actually everything's been working absolutely fantastic. I haven't had any issues at all with these unspooling themselves. I did have a little bit of an issue with Polysmooth because it just really wants to unspool itself, and it's so smooth. Another thing I had to do is I had to go back to the regular 2mm internal diameter PTFE tubes because the 3mm internal diameters were actually too low friction. The spring retraction was strong enough to actually pull it out in a few cases, especially with the Polymaker, because it was just so slick it didn't have any friction inside the tube. So yeah, I'm actually surprised at how well this filament guide is working out. It's way better than I thought. As you can see, it's not really having any issues there. This is a brand new one that I just printed out. And this is another design. Actually, this is the final design, I think. Though I'm probably going to make a mirrored version of this. Because you can see that angle works out here. But it doesn't work out right there. That's upside down. So I'll make a mirrored version. This should solve that problem. And this was an earlier design that was actually just too long. But I'll be uploading that soon. And this version of the spool holder, the stand, for whatever reason, it really wants to angle itself like that with the way that the filament gets tugged, which is fine. I mean, that doesn't bother me. Hopefully it doesn't bother anyone else. I might still make a perfectly vertical one. We'll see. It will require this big floor, That's the only problem with it. And that's it for my little update. That's how I'm doing my 5 filament spools. And one other thing that I'm going to do too is I'm going to print out a little label or something that says this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And 4 this is the one I want to be my quick change filament. So that's why I'm going to move it up top.